Hey guys, Rayquaza93 we here, and I am back with Pokemon Emerald. So, I'm not sure if this would be an actual Emerald episode. It doesn't have to be considered one if you guys don't want it. I think it's really important that I do this, though. Since I struggled with the Elite Four, I don't want to do that again at the Battle Frontier. So I'm doing a Battle Frontier analysis. I put a few minutes into making this awesome little guide to get through the Battle Frontier, actually. I'm sorry, I'm so used to reading what's in front of me. Not that my show is scripted. Like, if it was scripted, it'd probably be a lot better. But anyways, Battle Frontier, and I'm going to be doing them in order. So, first one, Battle Tower, Animal. There's a little picture on their side. Yeah, you guys can't see my cruiser, god dang it. Oh well. Picture on the side, and then over there is her team. Maybe you guys can't see it, but I can see it pretty clear. First is Alakazam, second is Entei, the legendary fire dog, and then there's Snorlax, just being bro-like and laying back. And I'll be doing the level 50 challenges for everything, because getting my Pokemon past level 50 is going to be difficult, so no, level 50 it is. First off, Alakazam has Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Disable. Back then, all the elemental punches were special attacks, meaning that this guy's massive special attack of what? I think it's like 135 or 130 is going to be put into major, I don't know, he'll do a lot of damage. It's that simple, because he hits a lot, and he's got Disable, so if you have any move that's super effective against him, but he's faster than you, he can disable it the next turn, so that's not good. Next off is Entei. Entei has a decent special attack, and really should be a physical attacker, but that's fine. It has Fire Blast, Calm Mind. That's a really dangerous combo. Other than that, it has Roar to make your Pokemon switch out. So if you switch in with a Water type, that it's good against Entei. He'll use Roar if it survives, and that's not good. Lumberry will keep it from getting poisoned or any sort of status problem. Bright Powder decreases your accuracy. And finally, Snorlax. Body Slam, Belly Drum is a dangerous move. For half your HP, your attack is pushed to the maximum. Yeah, that's about it, to the maximum, so that's not good. It'll pretty much OKO everything if you get Belly Drum. If you let Belly Drum get on and whatnot. It has Quick Claw, so sometimes it'll move before you. But since it needs one turn to set up, or one turn to use Yawn on you, which it'll hit you the first turn, then the next turn you'll fall asleep, you can probably KO it with like Sky Uppercut or something really powerful. And then the Shadow Ball, which is just to hit the Ghost types, because it doesn't have any sort of Ghost type hitting technique. Overall weaknesses. Oh, how did I not write fighting over here? Oh, derp, that's for separate Pokemons. Darn it, Rayquaza. Alakazam, Dark Ghost Bug. Read that in the wrong order. Entei, Ground, Rock, and Water. And Snorlax will be fighting. There's no real common weakness among these guys. So I picked out some dual-type Pokemon that you can capture in this region, and those would be Sharpedo. Sharpedo is a Dark and Water type, so it can easily dispose of why did I want to say Magikarp Alakazam? Whatever. Alakazam and Entei. Snorlax, you're probably going to want to bring out Heracross for that, because like Heracross can dispose of Alakazam and Snorlax, so that's two Pokemon to take out Alakazam, so he's most likely dead by now. Then all you have to worry about is Snorlax and Entei. If Sharpedo survives, it can probably do some damage to Entei. If Heracross survives, it's going to get owned by Entei, but it can probably take out Snorlax. So your final and third member, I don't know, could be Tyranitar. Tyranitar owns Entei and Alakazam too, but Tyranitar you cannot capture in Emerald. So over here, wrong thing, this little asterisk right here, I put an asterisk next to any Pokemon you can obtain inside of Pokemon Emerald without trading, because I know some of you guys can't trade. I could probably trade because I'm awesome, but I'm not gonna. I probably won't. Next off would be little dot thing. I really did make this like a little book. Okay. Next off would be the if you guys have any questions about Battle Tower, just leave a comment down below. It's basically normal battling, and you have to beat. I don't recall how many times you have to beat her, but I'll have that in the actual video where I go and do it myself. Next would be Battle Palace. Spencer. His place sucks because it's like, if your Pokemon has your Pokemon do things depending on their IVs, natures, and all that confusing stuff. His place really does annoy me. I don't like it. But there has to be a good team against his. His team would be Crobat with Confuse Ray, Double Team, Toxic, Fly. Again, Bright Powder for the annoying. Your attacks will miss against his. Then his Slacking with Earthquake, Swagger, Shadow Ball, Brick Break, and Scope Lens so he can get critical hits. And finally his Lapras, Ice Beam, Horn Drill, which is an OKO move. has 30 accuracy, so it doesn't really hit. Confuse Ray and Protect, Quick Claw, so it'll hit first with its crappy speed. Common weaknesses would be Rock, Electric, and Ice, along with Psych. Oh, that's just Crobat. Yeah, I'm not going to read their specific weaknesses. I'm just going to go for common weaknesses, so I'll be going to the suggested part. You guys can read over this yourselves. It's not too helpful, really, because over here, Slacking and Lapras are both weak to fighting type attacks, which is good, so you should have Machamp. Dynamic Punch, I wouldn't really recommend. It has 50 accuracy. Go for Cross Chop, it has 90 accuracy, much better. 100 damage to you, just doesn't confuse. An Electric type Pokemon would pretty much own Crobat and Lapras. So would a Rock type, because they're both really weak to Rock and Electric type attacks. And Heracross is awesome, because Heracross takes out Lapras, Slacking, and I believe it learns Rock Slide for this guy. Yeah. So bring in the Electric type. Oh, really good Pokemon against his team. Since he uses Toxic and Toxic actually, Magneton. It'll resist the poison, OKO Crobat. None of its attacks really do much damage to him. And it has Lock On, so Double Team wouldn't be anything you'd have to worry about. Then it could also take out Lapras because it resists Ice. It's got Sturdy, so it can't get Horn Drilled. And that's about it. So Magneton is a wonderful Pokemon to act Electrical Eradicator. Nice. Magneton will OKO the crap out of this guy, and then for Slacking, you can just bring out like Machamp. Machamp you can get in game, but the problem is you have to evolve it, but Heracross is better because you don't have to evolve it. That's why I wrote easier to obtain, because it's easier to obtain. That's it. You don't have to trade for it. So Heracross for Slacking, Magneton for Crobat and Lapras, and the third Pokemon would just be backup in case any of your Pokemon fail. I'd say get something for Slacking, because he probably is going to be a lot more troublesome than these two. So I'm not sure. Maybe like a Steel type that has a fighting attack. Again, Tyranitar is really just a wonderful Pokemon like Salamence that would go for anything, because it can set up and eat the obliterate, demolish, whatever you want to use. And a lot of the teams just it's hard to get. Same thing for Steelix. Neither of those two are in the actual game. Next page, Battle Noland. Yeah, his Pokemon. Random Pokemon. Your Pokemon. More random Pokemon. And next would be Battle Pyramids. The Battle Pyramids, Brandon. There he is, in his little Brandon thing. He'll be using the Reggie Trio, which we'll be capturing later on, but for now, we're not going to do that. Alright, so his Pokemon, Reggie Rock, Explosion, Superpower, Earthquake, Ancient Power, Reggie Steel, Earthquake, Metal, Claw, Toxic, Iron Defense, and then Reg Ice. Which I was like, oh, it's Reggie Ice. No, it's actually Reg Ice. I'm like, what? That doesn't go with the other two. Weirdness. Ice Beam, Amnesia, Rest, and Thunder. All of these guys are weak to fighting. Like, seriously, Heracross, Machamp, Blaziken, those are three Pokemon that are going to come in handy, because Blaziken can take out this guy, and this guy, fighting fire. Really helpful to have a Blaziken, actually. Blaziken really owns them all. Swampert's also a good Pokemon, because it resists all their attacks. It resists, I'm not sure what I was on, but it doesn't resist all these attacks. It's only good against this guy, and that's just barely. So never mind, Swampert. But, yeah, ground-type attacks do own all of them, and Hammer Arm from Swampert would take out Reg Ice. I'm not sure if it gets that in this generation. Again, fighting-type Pokemon is what you want here. He has, like, what? Doesn't really have anything, like, psychic attacks, so you're going to be really good against him if you have fighting types. But Battle Pyramid is just generally tough to face itself, so you might want to bring out, like, I don't know, a Chansey or something that can heal your Pokemon as you go with, Milk Drink, or, not Milk Drink, Soft Boil, but you can't really get Chansey in this game, so that's not good. Oh, hey, also, Hariyama is also good against Brandon. Aggron is also good because it can use Earthquake against the first two, then Iron Tail against, Reg Ice. Breloom just owns the crap out of these guys if you can set up with him. Medichamp's alright, but I'm not really sure if it's going to survive the whole battle, but it's got a lot of power, so it's alright. Then the Battle Dome, Tucker, who I believe is the toughest guy to battle, because he also has a different system like Battle Spencer. So that, and his team is just amazing, like, he's, like, weak to rock types, he beats rock types, but he's weak to grass types, and he beat both of these guys. Charizard and Salamence beat the crap out of grass types, so his team's kind of difficult to take out. As I already said, Charizard is weak to Rock, Water, and Electric. Salamence is weak to Rock, Ice, and Dragon. And Swampert's weak to Grass. Suggested Pokemon. I know this is gonna sound weird, but Ludicolo, because Surf could probably take out Charizard if he doesn't get Aerial Aced. Any type of Grass type attack can probably take out Swampert if he doesn't get Ice Beamed. And pretty much you're going to want to boost your defenses a lot, because you're going to be in this for a long battle. And Overheat and White Herb, that Charizard is deadly. Salamence, you can get an Ice Beam from Ludicolo. So Ludicolo kind of covers the whole team, but again, it's weak against the whole team in a sense. So it's something you might want to try out, but I don't know, I might go with it. Starmie is amazing though. Starmie is faster than Charizard, can surf Charizard right off the bat, probably survive anything it can pack, dish out, whatever, take it out. Then it can take out Salamence with Ice Beam, so that's really good. But then Swampert gives it trouble, so Sceptile could beat Swampert with ease. The problem is, everything on the team kind of takes out Sceptile with ease. Alakazam is another wonderful Pokemon to have. I should put an asterisk here, because you have to evolve it. Oh, I can't type? Darn it. Okay, you have to evolve it via trade, so I can't actually do that. Blossom is, again, just a Sceptile, but I put it there because it's awesome! So, yeah, pretty much any grass type takes out Swampert. You're going to want to focus on, like, I guess you could bring Alakazam and Starmie to really work on taking out Salamence and Charizard, and then bring out a grass type to take out Swampert. My main strategy here is beat the ever-living shit out of those two, and whatever you have left, work on with Swampert. Now for the battle arena, Greta of the... Why does she have sneakers on? She's like a ninja, but with sneakers. I don't get that. Okay. Her team is at the battle arena. I'm not sure how the system works there either. I believe it's another system I dislike. So let's go over her team. Heracross, which is a super powerful Pokemon. Mega Horn, Rock Tomb, Endure, Reversal, Umbreon, Psychic, Body Slam, Confuse Ray, Feint Attack. Oh, Salac Berry boosts his speed when his HP is low. Leftovers just restores Umbreon in general. Wonder Guard and Bright Powder, so your attacks will probably... Either your attacks aren't going to do crap, or they're going to miss. And if they do hit, that's good. Then it'll probably KO it. Shadow Ball, Confuse Ray, Aerial Ace, and Return. Her team weaknesses would include Flying type for Heracross, Flying type for Shedinja. Fighting type is the only thing that's good against Umbreon. So I would say Blaziken would do a wonderful job here, because, okay, fire attacks here, or Aerial Ace, and then fighting attacks here, and then Aerial Ace or a fire type attack. Let's go to my suggested Pokemon, see what I suggested the first time. Blaziken times 3, high five, self, good job. Inferno doesn't exist. Oh, seriously, get a Blaziken. And then Machamp plus a fire type attack. Again, you have to evolve this. And Alakazam, again, you have to evolve it. So really, Blaziken is your best bet. Or really, you could just bring in any type of fire type attack Pokemon, and then any type of fighting type attack Pokemon, and then anything with flying fire. So Moltres would be a good option too, if you had a Moltres. Why am I talking like this? I'm not British or anything like that. Oh, well, I'll keep it up. No! Screw you! I am doing whatever I want. Why am I talking? Battle Pike. Queen Lucy of the Battle Pike. Hooray! She's kind of mean, but looking awesome. But mean, so screw her. Not literally. Oh, okay, her team is very difficult because it tries to poison you twice and then it just stalls you out with recovery moves. I remember her because I always tried to beat her and I never did as a kid, so that's not fun. Seviper, Shed Skin, Quick Claw, Swagger Crunch, Poison Fang, Giga Drain. Sturdy at Chuckle, Chesto Berry. She's running the Chesto Resto, where she uses Chesto Berry Rest, and then Chesto Berry fully heals her status problem. Toxic, Sandstorm, Protect, and Rest. Milotic at Leftovers, Surf, Ice Beam, Mirror Coat, and Recover. Milotic is going to try and stall you. Shuckle's going to try and poison you and just, again, stall you some more. And if anything, this guy's going to do some damage to your Pokemon. Maybe poison and stall you too, but this is pretty much an offensive effort. And then the last two are stalling. So good against the Viper would be Ground or Psychic type Pokemon, such as Alakazam. I'm thinking of Nidoking too, he's pretty good here. Shuckle, Water, Rock, and Steel. So Aggron would be a good suggestion against Shuckle. Corsola maybe, but it's not too good of a Pokemon really. Milotic, kill it with Thunder, because I really don't like facing Milotic, but whenever I use Milotic, it's not too well. That's probably because I don't have good support Pokemon, unlike Lucy. She's got great support Pokemon for her Milotic. Electric type or grass type attacks are what you're going to want to go with, because that's all it's weak to. So, suggested Pokemon, Tyranitar would rage, or, really do lots of damage to her team. So Viper would get owned by Earthquake, plus Tyranitar's a lot faster. It has a massive attack also. Rock Slide would own Shuckle because it has very low HP, and it's also super effective. And then you're going to want to switch out against Milotic, because I guess Magnezone would be good against, Magnezone's really good against Shuckle, actually, because Magnezone does not take damage from Sandstorm, cannot be poisoned, and the rest of its attacks don't really do anything. So you can just Thunder it over and over again. And then you can also take out Milotic. So if I were you, I'd go with Aggron, so you can take out Viper and maybe Shuckle. If it doesn't take out Shuckle, that's just fine. You can send out Magnezone and take out Shuckle, and then take out Milotic. Warning, you want to look out for Mirror Code, because all special attacks, such as electric type attacks or grass type attacks, get bounced back at you for double damage, so you're going to watch out for that. For lulz, you could have Pikachu with Volt Tackle. I might even do that, because, hey, that's awesome! I want to show you guys how to breed Volt Tackle. That's cool. Alakazam, maybe, but again, he's really hard to get, but you can, like, he's in the game, like Abra is in the game, you can capture it. Just, it's hard to get because of evolution, but Starmie will annihilate this team. Psychic defeats the Viper, Surf defeats Shuckle, and then you can just use electric type attacks against Milotic. It also has Natural Cure, so if you get poisoned, you can switch out. The only problem is that is 3 attacks you'll need. Wait a minute, Psychic, sorry. Yeah, that's 3 attacks you'll need. No, actually it gets Recover also, so Starmie is really the perfect thing to use here, so take it out with Surf, Recover, switch out. Something does some damage on this thing, switch in with Starmie, it's not poisoned, you already recovered, Surf, Shuckle, it's gone, and then Thunder over here, switch out, recover, Natural Cure fixes any status problems you got, so that's pretty much awesome. And now for the overall Battle Frontier Pokemon I've noticed that have come in handy would be Heracross, Blaziken, Starmie, Aggron, and Magnezone, and then the last part could be just like a Dragon Dancing Salamence, because eventually, when both sides are weak, you're gonna just sweep through with, like, Dragon Dance. I know it's cheap, but it's possible and easy. You can't really use any legendaries here, and that's about it. For me, personally, I'm probably gonna be using these 5 Pokemon, probably a Salamence as well. So I'll be raising 6 Pokemon, and then just switch out which ones I use for each little facility. Except for the Battle Tower, or no, Battle Factory, which has random Pokemon.